guys, I'm Florence, you're watching Digit, and today I'm reviewing this newly launched thin and light laptop from Xiaomi. It's the new Notebook Pro 120G. So Xiaomi recently launched two laptops. These are both 14-inch thin and light laptops. They both look exactly the same. They both have 120Hz of display, 12th Gen i5 processor, 16 gigs of DDR5 RAM. Basically, ekdam hi identical, except for one chotu motu difference that among both of these models, only one has got the availability of an NVIDIA MX550 GPU. And obviously, we wanted to have the one which has the NVIDIA GPU in it. So we got this one. This is the Xiaomi Notebook Pro 120G. Now, to mention the other model which does not have the NVIDIA GPU inside of it, it is called as the Xiaomi Notebook Pro 120 without the G. Abhi, I hope the naming scheme is all clear. So let me also tell you in key prices. So the Notebook Pro 120G will cost you at 74,999 and the Notebook Pro 120 will cost you at 69,999. In my personal belief, these prices are somewhat on a higher side, but we'll discuss all of that in the later part of the video. For now, let's begin the video by going through the specifications of these laptops, specifically the 120G. So the Notebook Pro 120G features a 12th Gen octa-core i5 12450H CPU, 16 gigs of high-frequency LPDDR5 RAM, which is soldered, so no RAM upgradability over here, a 512 gigs of high-speed Gen 4 solid-state drive, which is over here and is replaceable, and a 56 watt-hour battery over here, which can be charged from 0 to 20% in just approximately 15 minutes using this 100 watt Type-C charger that comes with this laptop. Also, not to forget that the availability of a 2 gig NVIDIA GPU, that is the MX550. Now, coming at the looks and the build quality of this laptop, so it's a very sleek looking MacBook inspired laptop. It has all those rounded corners, the thin bezels, the entire chassis is made out of aluminum, hence almost no flex, and the build quality is ekdam top notch. We get this clean frosty look on the entire body, Xiaomi logo on the top, and just an Intel sticker placed over here. Now you might want to ask me that where is the NVIDIA sticker, because this is a 120G variant. So the NVIDIA sticker is basically placed on the bottom over here, and over here we have a nice ventilation wala area and two speakers, one over here and the other one is over here. The speakers are fairly loud, and just like a MacBook, you can just open the lid of this laptop with just one hand. So like from the looks and feel of it, it's really a very premium device. Next up, after opening the lid, we see this beautiful 16:10 screen, which is a 2.5K 14-inch IPS display with 300 nits of max brightness and also 100% sRGB color coverage. Now this screen could have been an OLED screen and that would have been better, but I'm not gonna complain a lot as it's a very color accurate display. The brightness for indoor use is more than fine, hence for consuming content, watching movies, or even professional works like Photoshop and Lightroom, it is really gonna do a great job. Now, one thing that I haven't mentioned about the screen is that it's a high refresh rate 120Hz panel. So for people who are into casual gaming are really going to love this one. So when I tried playing games on this laptop, I played GTA 5, I played Forza Horizon 5, and I also played Valorant. The overall experience was very smooth thanks to this NVIDIA MX550 GPU. In GTA 5 at the full HD resolution, that too at high settings, I got an average of 90 FPS. Wahin par in Forza Horizon 5 at medium settings, I got an average of 43 FPS. Next up was Valorant, and when I was getting frame rates near 200 FPS, the screen was able to keep up with that fast-paced scenario as well. Also, not just gaming, but when you are also casually scrolling through the internet, the 120Hz panel of this laptop feels much more smooth to use in comparison to any other 60Hz panel. Also, here is where we have to talk about the battery life of the laptop. See, it's a 56 watt-hour battery, and for the CPU of this size, it has a full fat H series processor, and adding that CPU with a 120Hz of refresh rate ka screen plus that NVIDIA ka GPU, all of that combined is really gonna suck up a lot of juice from the battery. Hence, expecting a lot from this laptop in terms of battery performance will just be wrong. And in our own testing of modern office battery benchmark, the battery only lasted up to 4.5 hours, which is nothing to be proud of. Although to improve the battery life, you can surely just lower the brightness and can turn down the refresh rate to up to 60 Hz. All of that, when done correctly, can bring the battery life up to a good number of 5.5 to 6 hours mark. Lastly, for connectivity, we have got dual band Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, and for them ports, on the left we have a Thunderbolt 4 Type-C port, a full-size HDMI port, an audio combo jack, and on the right-hand side we have got another Type-C port and just a single Type-A port. I wish they would have given us more Type-A ports, but unfortunately, that is all we get over here. Now, since we're talking about the cons, let's just also talk about the webcam of this laptop. And I would want to point out that this laptop only has a 720p webcam. I'm not saying that this is absolutely horrendous camera quality, but I'm just saying that if in case possible, please let's all of us make a 1080p webcam or even a Quad HD webcam a new standard on these modern day laptops. 720p just doesn't cut anymore, according to me. Coming back to speakers, so these are decent in loudness. The sound stage also is good. They sure do lack that bassy thump, but for watching movies and maybe even casually listening to Spotify and all, these are more than fine and decent speakers. Now coming to the combination of trackpad, keyboard and the fingerprint scanner, so these are real good stuff to use. The keys in here are backlit and have a 1.3mm of travel distance. Also, I really like the overall feedback and responsiveness of both keyboard and trackpad. These keys are good in size and the same goes for trackpad as well. The fingerprint scanner is also very responsive, but specifically for the keyboard, I would just say that if in case you're someone who types a lot, so you won't be facing any issues in this one. Also, when typing or writing a script, the 16:10 aspect ratio of this laptop really comes in handy. Now coming to the performance of this laptop, and let me just say that this is the area where this laptop will shine like a crazy diamond. In the synthetic benchmarks, we saw real good numbers like Cinebench R23 scores were 9816 in multi-core and 1683 in single core, which is very good. In other tests like Cinebench R20, Geekbench, Firestrike, PC Mark 10 Extended all shows us similar kind of results that this machine is not here to mess around, and when needed, it can really be used in production-based workloads like Photoshop and even video editing applications like Premiere Pro. Baki gaming to I have shown you already. Now let me give you the thermals of the laptop. So when kept on a bed or when kept on a lap, it will really start to heat up badly. But if in case you are using this thing in a controlled environment or even on a flat surface, the temperatures do remain under control. While playing both Forza Horizon 5 and Valorant, the CPU temperatures remained in the mid-70s and the GPU temperatures were even better as they remained in their mid-60s. And even in the worst case scenario, like when I ran GTA 5 on high settings at full HD resolution, the max CPU temperature I saw was around 93 degrees Celsius. So like if in case you are not blocking these vents, the temperatures are actually very well controlled. Also, here are the surface temperature while gaming. Here you will notice that the surface does heats up, but again you only need to worry about the heating issues when you're keeping this laptop on your bed or even on your lap, because otherwise it doesn't really heats up to any major point of concern. So coming to the final verdict, the final question, is it a good device? The answer is going to be a simple yes. Should you consider buying this laptop? The answer again will be a big yes. I'm not saying that there is no room for improvement at all, because there surely is. Bigger battery, OLED screen, a Quad HD webcam, all of that would have made this machine a better laptop. But baki sab is already must. Itna ki at places it actually is better than its competition. Subtle features like inclusion of a 120Hz panel with an NVIDIA MX550 GPU makes this laptop, the specific 120G variant, a very versatile device. So all in all, if you are among those people who are looking for a lightweight laptop that can do a lot, that can perform a lot, then you can happily consider this laptop. Talking about the pricing, so yes, we expect Xiaomi to give us ekdam hi edgy deals, yet the pricing on the laptop is really on par with all the competition that this laptop faces. But again, if you ask me, then the build quality and the NVIDIA MX550 GPU are going to be a major reason why I would want to invest on it. But then again, it's my personal reason. Tell us about your reasons of considering this laptop or maybe not considering this laptop, and drop your comments. We would love to hear from you. And yeah, that was our take on the Xiaomi Notebook Pro 120G. Drop a comment, like, share and subscribe. Click over here to watch our next video, and I'll meet you all in the next one.